This morning, U.S. intelligence is assessing the new potential risk of a terror attack at the Winter Olympics in Sochi, Russia. The White House describes an uptick in threats.
The Pentagon is offering help to Russia that could include sending devices to stop roadside bombs. CBS News National Security analyst Juan Zarate is a former advisor to President George W. Bush. He worked on several Olympic security plans. Juan, good morning.
Good morning, Charlie, Clarissa.
Good morning.
So what sort of assistance, what are the Russians now saying in terms of their willingness to accept assistance?
Well, the Russians are very prideful. They want to put on a successful Olympics. They want to do it on their terms. But as the Olympics approach, as the threat becomes more real, they're more willing to accept assistance. And so from what I'm hearing, they're scrambling a bit to accept some of the assistance the U.S. is offering. You mentioned the Department of Defense offering some technology to disrupt improvised explosive devices. Right. Intelligence support is coming as well. So the U.S. is trying to be forthcoming. The question is, will the Russians accept it?
At this stage, it seems that enough damage has been done just by the terrorists ramping up the rhetoric. Even if there isn't an attack, this has been really devastating to President Putin.
Well, absolutely. President Putin has personalized the security and success of the Olympics. And in many ways, the terrorists want to disrupt it. But psychologically, they can disrupt it. They can disrupt it with actual attacks or the threat of attacks or even some hoaxes. And we've seen that already. And you're going to see a ramp up of those kinds of threats as we approach the Olympics.
Do the Russians have a different attitude about security than we do?
They do. They do. They are ruthless and use mass force. And so you're going to see about 60,000 security personnel at Sochi. That's going to be locked down. You're going to see disruptions. You've already seen reports of terrorist suspects that have been killed in raids, and you're hearing reports of shootouts in Dagestan and the North Caucasus just about every day now.
Do we know more about the Black Widows?
The Russians know that there are at least three in particular that they're looking for, one that may be in Sochi. These are the female suicide bombers that present such a threat and have demonstrated an ability to not only get inside security cordons, but actually bring down planes and attack metros and trains.
Juan Zarate, thank you so much.